Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to our English beginner room. Hope everybody has been having an amazing day so far with great trades as per usual. As you see, you are joining the price action patterns trading course. It's a live trading session, guys, that will take place for the next hour with none other than our amazing trading expert here in the XM family. It's Dark. Dargo, I'm very excited to be here. By the way, guys, my name is Anna. I'm one of the XM Live Education hosts, and I'll be joining Dark's session for the next 20 minutes. I'll be here. I'll be asking questions. So feel free, guys, to ask questions as well. And yeah, feel free to do so. Dark will be answering everything in real time because this is a live session. So, Dark, it's so good to be here. So good to see you. How are you? How has your week been?
Hello, nice to see you. I'm happy that we can have a session together. Well, my week, I must say, it was not a bad week. I was because there were so many exciting events. We had so many important data coming from the on the economic calendar. So I decided to spend this week scalping. So and I had well, good results. No doubt I had good results. I'm happy that this week is coming to an end because it was really a lot of emotions. We had Fed, we had ECB, we had Reserve Bank of Australia. Tomorrow we have the payrolls. Sorry, today we have the payrolls. So
Today,
yeah.
yes.
So definitely it was a hard week, but it was important thing that I closed it on a profit. Well, scalping is one of those ways of trading that are very short term. And when we are
Mm-hmm.
scalping, it's a difficult style of trading because we need to be focused on the charts. We must be very, we are sticking to the monitors. So I like scalping, but not too long. So I think that this week was very good for scalping. Next week, I plan to
Mm-hmm.
make some longer term trades, and that's why I want to show you patterns, candlestick patterns like outside bars,
Mm-hmm.
which uh, are very good for longer term trading. So if someone plans to not to trade, be a day trader, but something more like a swing trader or maybe
Mm-hmm.
position trader, I think those things which I'll be speaking about in a moment um, could be very helpful to plan a trade for a longer term. Because
Mm-hmm.
when we are scalping on low time frames, like 5 minutes, and there those patterns make no sense. Those patterns make sense on high time frames, daily, 4-hour charts. That's why
Okay.
trading in a long term, if you plan to trade in a long term, it's good to know how outside bars are created, why they are created, and how can they help us predict the market. So
Amazing.
we know that when we open a chart, it's always it looks a bit let's say complicated. We have a lot of candles. I hope that you understand what means a candle. Candle is a history of what happens during this period. If we are looking at a daily chart, we can say that each candle represents the history of the former day. What happened yesterday? So, or what's happened 2 days ago, or even few months ago. It depends, of course, which day you choose to analyze. And definitely, mm, I am a fan of this type of charts, candlestick charts, because there are a lot of other types of charts. We have line charts, we have bars. For an example, if I show you uh, our platform, and we can choose different charts. We can have this type of chart. We can have candlesticks. We can have lines. So, it's our choice which type of chart we will use. But I am a fan of using candlestick charts. I believe that those charts.
And Darek, which indicator are you using here?
Oh, well, I'm using two.
Color MACD. Let me guess.
Yeah, yes, double MACD, which is, I will explain. After we go through some theory of patterns, I will explain how
Mm-hmm.
helpful can
Sure.
be this indicator when we plan something in the long term. I open a short on gold, and I will explain in the second part of our session why I opened the gold. Only now I can only say that when I observe the behavior of MACD, Mm, and what happens with the price, there's some very regular behavior, regular
Mm-hmm.
patterns that if MACD is breaking down, it signals that the market will go into a correction. Each time it happened for last 2 months. So I see at the moment the same situation here. MACD is breaking down, which probably is signaling that something like this gonna happen also here. But this is, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
this
All right.
this is the second part of our session. Now let's go back to the theory. As you see, candlestick patterns, candlesticks give some patterns, and we will be speaking about those patterns now. How to
Mm-hmm.
predict the market? Of course, we need to understand what happens on the charts, analyzing the candles. And what's interesting that there are some patterns which are recurring, they are repeated. Even if we would look at a chart which was created 50 years ago, we would see that it's very similar. Even the world goes forward, everything changed. We have the artificial intelligence and everything, but charts are charts, and they are still the same like they were 50 years ago. Uh, why I believe that the patterns which I'll be explaining in a moment, which I'll be showing you, which are called outside bars, why those patterns, in my opinion, are the best which we can find on the charts. Well,
Mm-hmm.
patterns like outside bars are showing us that one of the sides of the market, either bulls or other bears, are taking over the market. Engulfing means that the last candle is much bigger than the one before, and it's totally covering with its range the former. So if we are analyzing a day, it means that this day, when the outside bar was created, was definitely bullish or definitely bearish. And this signals that the market is took over by one of those forces which are on the market, bulls and bears, buyers and sellers. And in my opinion, outside bars are the most reliable patterns, and I repeat it in each nearly in each my session that if you focus on those patterns like outside bars, you have a very big chance to be a profitable trader in the longer term because the efficiency of those patterns is about 75%, maybe 80%. So if you have a bigger probability that you will be right, you have a bigger probability that you will be profitable. And as I mentioned, those patterns are very good to analyze on daily and 4-hour charts. Um, on smaller time frames, it could be 50-50. So for scalping, when I'm scalping, I'm not looking at all at the patterns. But when I plan something long term, definitely those patterns help me to identify what's happening on the market, what can happen. And I must say that the efficiency of the strategy gives you a chance that you will have at least 7 winners and only 3 losers when you are trading. So 70% of your trades will be profitable. Uh, this is the scheme.
Okay, that's a good percentage.
Oh yeah, that is very good.
That's a great
Even
percentage.
60% makes you a profitable trader. And
Yes,
here you
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
and here I can say that's about 75%. Of course, the problem of efficiency is also how well you are controlling your emotions and how patient you are enough. Because uh, trading those patterns, when you are trading those patterns, you need to be very patient. You need to control your emotions. You cannot
Right.
open too quickly. You cannot say, "Oh, I have a bullish engulfing, I'm just buying." No, you need to wait for the market to confirm that this was a bullish engulfing pattern. It means that you need another bullish move up. Then you can say, "Aha, market makes a turnaround." You cannot start trading just because this pattern was created. You need also to see that this pattern starts working. I'll explain it, of course, on some samples. So
Mm-hmm.
for an example, bearish engulfing pattern. What means bearish engulfing? It means that um, price is creating a new maximum like this. This is a new maximum here. So when you look to the left, you say, okay, no higher prices. And then the candle is closed. Let's say that this is a daily candle. So the day is over and the price is here. They started on the top and they close here. So the first thing you need to check is how the day before closed. And when you see that this was the day, this was the closing of the day, let's say Monday, and Tuesday closed here, it means that they closed lower than day before. And but they started from a level higher than day before. So they engulfed totally the day before. It means that all the bulls which were pushing the price higher, they were pushing higher, higher, and the bulls gave up because there came such a strong selling market. So this is not only a candle, it's not only a black rectangle on the charts. It's showing us what's going on. What's going on? It means that all the bulls not able to keep the price higher. Were not able to make another high, but they closed lower than the beginning of the day before. And that's why looking at the chart and seeing such a situation, you can say straight away, aha, something's gonna change. Someone
Okay.
invested a lot of money to turn the market around. And who can do it? Only a big boy, a big seller. What means big
Mm-hmm.
seller?
Mm-hmm.
Means if you want to win a war, you need to keep up with those who are stronger, not with the weak ones. So this is why you join those people here. You join this market. Try to be, don't try to show that you are stronger than, a big company which is investing billions of dollars. We as small retail traders, all what we can do is just join them. So when you see that someone is investing a lot of money to push the price lower, just join him. And you join him here, somewhere here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to guess that it will happen here before you don't see the effects. Because sometimes they try to push the price lower, but at the end they go up. So wait for the situation to clarify and join them after they open another black candle and it's below the minimum. So definitely, it's easier to trade with the trend or with the strong ones than against them.
All right. So I'd like to take a minute to say hello to everybody watching. We're very excited to have you guys here as well. And yep, greetings to you too. Happy Friday to everybody.
Thank you. I see Gerard is here. Hello,
Of course.
Ibrahim, or Phil. Oh, what a nice name. So good. So I think that you understand the idea of trading engulfing patterns. Engulfing patterns are very strong signals. And I am a fan of bearish engulfing patterns and bullish engulfing
Hmm.
patterns because in both situations they are giving us a hint what's going to happen. For an example, this is a scheme, of course, uh, how it works. We have an uptrend for some time, and then comes this big bearish candle. It's absolutely logic that if something like this happens on the top of a move, it could be the end of this upswing and the beginning of a downswing. And the same thing happens at the bottom. We see market falling, 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 and then comes someone who decides, no, no, I think that this price is enough low. I want to make it higher.